Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
There's a beauty in the way you're worn, and the sharpness of your thorns, so vibrant in the imperfections. In the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold that severed world. The pieces feel so cold. All the tears won't bring it back to life. But hate will always grow. There's a beauty in the way you lay, and the way your color fades. You stand out now with your imperfections. Oh, it was never meant to fall apart. It was not supposed to cause us harm. But these days, all I do is wonder, is about another we could start again. 'Cause in the pain there's something real, all that anger so concealed. Still you're lost in how to feel, just let me hold. Oh, that severed world. But hate will always
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pirate Broadcasting. We are here tonight. We are racing tonight with the REVLINE Late Models. I'll tell you what, these guys are going to put on a show. We've got 15 cars out on the track, and looks like we're going to have, I believe, 2 heat races before our feature, which will be 100 laps long. But right now, these guys are just out there doing a little bit of practicing. I'll tell you what, they are looking really good out here tonight. Man, let's see. Right now, Stephen Burnett appears to be the fastest one on the track. Now, during practice, it looked like Stephen Burnett was the fastest car. Isaac Hendrick was the fastest, second fastest. Lee Hamby was the third fastest. I apologize. I'm looking at 3 different things at once. Okay, so right now, we're going to get lined up. We're going to take a look and see if we get a heat race underway right here directly. We're going to see, they're just going out there doing a little bit of qualifying right now. See if we can get something happening here. We're going to see who's going to end up on the pole position. But right now, they're doing their qualifying, and they're out there seeing what they can get done. Right there's Brent Seeger's machine. He's driving the 72 tonight. Good-looking machine there. All right, we've got a few other things going on. Gabriel Garcia, he's out there in the 0. That's the man, without a doubt. He is going to see if he can get something happening here tonight. Dylan Morante, he is driving the Mountain Dew car to 36. He is right now out there on the track. He is the fastest right now at this moment in time. But right now, we're going to take a quick look. It looks like as of last week, coming into this week, we had 2 races. This is our 3rd race. Dylan Morante in this 36 machine, he is the leader in the points with 91 points. Then we had Lee Hamby. Lee Hamby is second in place in the points. 86 points is what he has. Then we have Brent Seegers. I don't see his car out on the track at this moment in time. Brent Seegers is not out on the track, no. But Brent Seegers has 66 points. Elliot Jacobson has 62. Isaac Hendricks has 60. Gabriel Garcia is in 6th place with 59 points. Mike Corvell is in 7th place with 58. Alex Keir in 8th place with 54. Charles Balance in 9th place with 51. He's tied for 9th place with Christopher Carnes. Ernest King is in 11th place with 46. Taylor Toller is 45 points. Dakota Collins is 41. Casey Pugh has 40. Stephen Burnett has 38. Cody Troyer has 24. Trevor Woodward has 21. And Jesse Erdman, he has got no points, actually. So he still needs to do something up here to see if he can get some points on the board. Now, right now, we have a few guys out there just practicing, getting some qualifying laps in. It looks like Tyler Smith is the fastest car at this moment in time. He just turned the fastest lap. We've got Elliot Jacobson. He's in 7th place. He just turned a good run there. Meanwhile, Jamie Pugh, he's back there in the 13th position in that 0-5. Not doing a whole lot as of yet. He's just got to go around, see if he can do some good laps here and see if he can move up the board. Again, 14th place right now. Let's see what he's going to be able to get done. Going around the track, he's looking pretty good, but he's not getting good speed there. He's going around side to side like that. Meanwhile, Dakota Collins just jumped up into 7th place in that 11 machine. So we've got a few guys out here trying to see what they can get done. We're just waiting to get this race underway. We already went through the points. I'll tell you what, we've got a few other things on the go. We're going to see if we can get this nailed down. We will be right back with the start of the race as soon as we're ready to get this thing underway. Stand by, folks. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have got our first heat race. 8 cars: Tyler Smith, Isaac Hendricks, Dylan Morante, Dennis Lane, Elliot Jacobson, Gabriel Garcia, Yeti, and Jamie Pugh. It looks like they are the first 8 cars that are going to get it done here out in front of this track. Man, I'll tell you what, take a quick look as we go through the thing. Tyler Smith is on the pole. Isaac Hendricks is in second place. Third place is Dylan Morante. Ernest King is in fourth place. Then we will have P4, Dennis Lane, Elliot Jacobson. Row 4, Brent Seegers, Gabriel Garcia. Row 5, Stephen Burnett and Yeti. Row 6, Jamie Pugh, Lee Hamby. Again, we're just doing the heat race here first, so that's why we're not seeing all the cars. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get this thing underway. This is our first heat race, guys. Showing you the wrong thing here. So Tyler Smith is in the 25. Isaac Hendricks is in the 81. They're at the front of this thing. Here we go. We're going to get this thing running, and we're going to get this thing underway right now. Going around the track. Going to see if we can get this thing lined up. The lights are off in the pace car. They're going down the backstretch. Let's bring up our track map so we have that. Let's bring up our driver information. Let's bring up our ticker board. Let's get everything ready to go. The pace car is off. Let's get this thing underway, guys. This is a 10-lap shootout heat race. Let's see how they're going to make it. The 25 got a good run on the 81. 81 is on the outside. He's going to see if he can get it done. There's Dylan Morante on the inside, that 36 Mountain Dew machine. He's trying to get up there. He's riding door to door with the 81. He's going to slightly pull ahead going into the turn, trying to catch up with that 25 machine. Here we go. Oh, the 13 got knocked into the wall. Oh, I tell you, Elliot Jacobson, not good. Caution has come out. Gonna take a look and see what happened to Elliot. Go back, take a look. See if I can get a good camera angle. I don't unfortunately have a lot of good camera angles here tonight, folks, but I'll see what I can do with it. Right here, he's coming around the corner. He's got a good run. He's on the inside of Gabriel Garcia, trying to maintain a line down on the low side. There's the Twisted Tea Machine, 05, coming up. He's going to get in behind the 13. Going to see what happens when he gets into the thing. It looks like he got tapped. The 05 tried to go around him. It looks like he just caught the end of him. Right into the wall for the 13 machine. Unfortunately, I'll tell you what, Gabriel Garcia had crashed. I don't know what happened to Gabriel Garcia. I'm going to go take a look, see if I can see that. I don't think he crashed. I think he just pulled off to the side. He looks okay to me. All right, we're going to go back out to live racing. Oh, we got into the side of the 13. He had to stop on the track. When he stopped on the track, that indicated that he crashed. He really didn't crash. He just stopped dead on the track, so he did not hit the 13 machine. All right, here we go. We're going to reset this thing. Looks like Tyler Smith on the pole, 25. Dylan Morante is in second. Isaac Hendricks in third. Dennis Lane in fourth. Gabriel Garcia fifth. Jamie Pugh sixth. Elliot Jacobson in seventh. And Yeti is in the pits. Unfortunately, in that 73 machine. So we're going to go back up with the leaders. We're going to watch and see how this plays out here, guys. The lights are still on the pace car. They're going to go around at least one more time. Trying to get this thing underway. We got 6 laps to go. Again, it's only a 10-lap heat race right here to get us started here tonight. We have 2 heat races lined up. We have 15 cars here, I believe, tonight. So we're having 8 cars for the first race. We'll have 7 in the second race. And then we will get to our 100-lap feature. I apologize. I've got a few things on the go here. I'm a little disoriented here tonight, but we'll get her underway. We'll get her all straightened out. We'll get this thing happening. Alrighty. The lights are off in the pace car. We're taking a look on the roll bar. The pace car is off. Here comes Tyler Smith. He's on the inside. He's got Dylan Morante on the outside. Got to keep an eye on Dylan Morante. He's got a fast car. Whoa, we got a car into the wall. The 5 got involved in somebody else. Oh, no. The caution did not come out as of yet. Oh, Dylan Morante's out into the wall. He got tagged. It is Tyler Smith. He's going to drive away, but we have the caution coming back out again. Wow. Okay, Dennis Lane. We're going to take a look, see what happened to Dennis. We're going to do the restart. We're going to watch this, see if we can get a good camera angle on this. Try to speed it up just a little bit. Take a look, see what happened, put it down to quarter speed. Looks like the 05 tried to go a little bit wide. He caught the corner of the 29. Whoa, he went for a ride. And the 05 went for a ride. Wow. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, the 29 was in trouble there. Then the 05, let's take a look and see what happened. We're going to ride along with him. He had some trouble. His front wheel is really out on that car. Really looking bad on that car. He's actually into the wall again, trying to get back down to pit lane. He can't quite get it done. He's going to have to tow back to the pits. All right, back up with the leader. We're going to go back to live once again. Tyler Smith is going to see if he can get this done. We've got a bunch of cars in on pit lane at this moment in time. Everyone is trying to get their car fixed. We've got one more lap to go to get around this thing. We've only got 4 out of the 8 cars. 4 of them are in the pits. 4 of them are still on the track. I'll tell you what, this is not good for the drivers. We got, who do we got? We got Dennis Lane. He's in pit lane. Jamie Pugh. Dennis Lane, Jamie Pugh, Elliot Jacobson, and Yeti. They are all still on pit lane. Meanwhile, up in front, we have Tyler Smith, Dylan Morante, Isaac Hendricks, and Gabriel Garcia. They are still on the track. They're going to see if they can get this thing going again. Man, I'll tell you what, they're coming around the corner. We're going to have 1 lap to go when we get across the start-finish line. Get this thing underway. Looking at the YouTube channel, KZ Check Jacko says, good evening. How you doing out there, my friend? Howard Peoples, have a good broadcast, brother. Yes, I will definitely try to, Howard. You have a good night yourself. Anyway, we're just going to see if we can get this thing underway. We are doing short track racing here at Nashville Fairgrounds. I'll tell you what, we're going to make it happen. Tyler Smith is going to see if he can get going around this track. The other guys, 4 of the cars are in the pits. They're done for the night, I would say, or done for the heat race, not for the night. They're going to reset and get their cars worked on for the feature. Meanwhile, out in front, we are going to try to knock some more laps down. The 25, Tyler Smith is running away from Dylan Morante. Dylan Morante is trying to keep up. Right back there is Isaac Hendricks and Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia and Isaac, they're going at it back there in the back, while Tyler Smith is driving away from everyone else. It is Dylan Morante. He is trying to take a look, see if he can get up behind him. Meanwhile, behind Dylan, you've got these 2 guys going door to door, trying to get by each other. Meanwhile, up in front, he is still not able to catch up with Tyler Smith. Dylan is doing what he can. Meanwhile, back farther, Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia spins sideways, hit the wall, but he got it back under control. He's back underway once again, but that cost him. That put him way back behind the leaders. Meanwhile, back out in front, there is Tyler Smith. We got 4 laps to go. We got the 81. He came back out again. Elliot Jacobson, he's out on the track again, I should say, in the 13 machine. He's multiple laps down, but he's going out there and putting some laps in. Dylan Morante's putting her sideways, coming around the corner, trying to catch up with this 25 machine. 25 machine's going to see if he can get it done. 3 laps to go. We're coming around the turns 3 and 4, trying to get some speed in there. He's going to have 2 laps to go. Get a little loose coming off of turn 4. Comes across the stripe. We got 2 laps to go. Looking good for Tyler Smith. If he can keep control of that car, he's got a good position. You got to watch out for the 13. 13's down low, staying out of his way. There is the 25. We're coming up. Whoa, got a slide there. Up against the wall. 1 lap to go for the 25. Tyler Smith is going to see if he can bring it home. Going down the back straightaway. Going to see if he can get it done. I'll tell you what, he's got no competition behind him. The 36 Dylan Morante, so far back now. There he is. Actually, for the win, Dylan Morante's going to bring home second. The 81 is right there. Isaac Hendricks, he was trying for second. Couldn't quite get it done. Wow. All right, so the winner of the heat race, Tyler Smith. Dylan Morante second. Isaac Hendricks third. Gabriel Garcia fourth. And then Elliot Jacobson a couple laps down. All right, here we go. We're going to go down into the second heat. So the second heat we have, just going to bring these guys up. Lee Hamby. All right, let's see if we can get some zoomed in there. There we go. The 47, Lee Hamby is on the pole. Stephen Burnett is second place. Matthew Ebert, just waiting for him to load up. Matthew Ebert would be in third place. Dakota Collins would be in fourth place. The number 5 car, Brent Seegers. That is Brent right there in the 72. Ernest King in the 24. And then we have Alex Keir in the 7th position in that 24 car. He's listed as 24 on the car. On your ticker, he's listed as car number 17. Now, Ernest King is also car 24. So this is where this might get a little confusing a little bit later on. He's still got a couple of guys that are still running multiple numbers compared to what they are on the ticker. But anyway, we'll get this thing underway. Up in the front, we are going to get going. The 47, Lee Hamby, he is going to lead them around. We got the lights off on the pace car. We are going to go around this thing one time. Then we're going to go for 10 laps. See if we can get it done. I'll tell you what, after that first race, that first heat race was pretty wild. We're going to have to see how these guys can manage to get around the track without causing any problems for each other. There's 7 cars in this second heat race. We've got 15 cars all together for the 100-lap feature. So these guys are going to try to get it done out there. But it's all Lee Hamby right now. Going to go around one more time. Get everyone all lined up where they're supposed to be. Lee Hamby, Stephen Burnett, Matthew Ebert, Ernest King, Brent Seegers, Alex Keir, Dakota Collins. Dakota Collins is actually in the pits right now. Not quite sure why Dakota's in the pits in the 11 machine, but we're going to go back up. There's the pace car. The pace car is going off right now. Here we go. The 47, Lee Hamby, he's going to put his foot into it, trying to get the flag in the air. We're racing. 32, Stephen Burnett is trying to get out in front. They're really racing hard, door to door. Oh, it looked like Brent Seegers got spun around. The caution came out. Looked like Matthew Ebert might have crashed. Let's go back, take a look, see what happened. We're going to see how this plays out. Coming around the turn. There's Brady with the flag in the air. This is on the first turn, turn 1. Looks like Matthew Ebert in that 89 machine. He came around the turn, looking fairly good, but I think he got a little bit loose. Yes, he did. He got a little bit loose going into that turn. Then the 72 got into the back end of it when he fetched up. The 72 had nowhere to go, and it just ran right into the back end of that 89 machine, and that's all she wrote. Spun him around in a circle up against the inside wall. Hopefully not too much damage. You'll be able to get back out on the track, get back to racing once again. All right, we're going to go back out live. Back up to Lee Hamby. We're going to see if we can get this thing underway one more time. The lights are on the pace car. Taking a look from the roof cam of Lee Hamby's car. See if I can get a good look at Lee Hamby's car. Talk Time Hemp, J&D Trucking. That's the 47 of Lee Hamby. Stephen Burnett, he has got Pango Transport, LLC, Rogue Energy on that number 32 car. Ernest King in the 24, HendricksCar.com. Brett Seegers in the 72, DC Designs, SMS on the hood of that 72 machine. Alex Keir, he's driving the Alexa 24. Jeff Gordon car, again, don't forget, he is number 17 on the ticker board, even though he has 24 on his door. Dakota Collins, he is in the 11th. That's a Mountain Dew Code Red machine. Then we have Matthew Ebert, McCone Setup Shop. McConey Setup Shop. Okay, they've been around for a lot of years, McConey has been. All right, we're going to go back up to the leader. We're going to see if we can get this thing ready to go. Once again, the pace car is coming around. Let's see if we can get this thing underway. Going on to the back straightaway. We got a little bit of a hesitation with my track map. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. Let me see if I can get this checked. We're just going to check out a couple things here, folks, before the start of the race. Get this thing all ready to go. Here we go. See if we get our track map working properly once again. There we go. We're out, ready to rock and roll this thing. Here we go. Lee Hamby, he's got to jump on the 32. Stephen Burnett's falling in behind the 47. He was going high, and now he thought better of it. He's fallen in right directly behind him. Back a little bit farther, we've got Alex Keir and these guys, Alex Keir, Matthew Ebert. They're pretty good shape. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ernest King went around in a circle, brought out the caution flag. Oh, my goodness. Man, I'll tell you what, this short track racing, it's hard to do. It's not as easy as some people may think it is. We get some slower cars. We get somebody that slides out just a little bit. When you slide out just a little bit going into the corner, that slows your momentum. Now, when you slow your momentum, that doesn't mean that the guy behind you, he's going to be able to slow his momentum. He's going to run right into the back end of your car as soon as you slide sideways. That's what it looks like happened to the 24. He got a little bit loose, a little sideways. 72 is running straight as an arrow. He had nowhere to go. When the 24 slowed down, the 72 got right underneath him and spun him around like a top. Man, I'll tell you what, that's unfortunate. Doesn't look like the 24 got too much damage. He tagged the wall. Doesn't look like he's too bad a shape. All right, let's go back up live racing once again. Let's see what's going on up front. Go back up to Lee Hamby. 6 laps to go. We're going to try to get this thing done. Don't forget, we got 100 laps to go after we get done this second heat race. Man, I'll tell you what, it may be a long night for a few of these guys. These guys got to mind their P's and Q's, get around the track, see what they can get done. I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting without a doubt. All right, 6 laps to go. The lights are going off on the pace car, I believe. No, it looks like they're going to go around one more time. They're going to go around one more time, taking a look from the roof cam of Lee Hamby. He's following the pace car around. Meanwhile, behind him, all the guys are trying to get back into position where they need to be. There's the 32. 32's got to come up on the outside. The 72's there. The 11, Dakota Collins, he's going to come up and get into position. All these guys are going to try to get around the track here, get themselves squared away. Again, pace car is going across the stripe. We're going to wait for the lights to go off this time. There it is. The lights are off. We're going to go around one more time. Going to get this thing done. It looks like Lee Hamby wants to start on the outside this time. Not sure if that's a good idea or not. I'll tell you, there's not a whole lot of banking here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. There's enough, but not a whole lot. So we'll have to wait and see if starting on the outside in that 47 machine, is this a good move or not? Okay, the pace car is going to pull off. We're going to get this thing ready to rock and roll. Following along with the leaders. Stephen Burnett is on the inside. Lee Hamby on the outside. Here we go. We're back to racing. Lee Hamby's got a little bit of a jump on the outside. Although Stephen Burnett on the inside, he cuts the corner a lot tighter. He's got a good run, but Lee Hamby is fighting for the position, trying to get up there on the straightaway. He's got more speed. He's carrying more speed off the turn. However, Stephen Burnett in the turn, he's getting the better turn going around there. He's picking up ground going into the turn. Here we go, 6 laps. We're going to try to finish this thing out and get done with this heat race. But these two guys running door to door, neither one of them really trying to give each other an inch. Everyone else is almost single file back there. But these guys are going door to door, hard racing between the two. Looks like Stephen Burnett's going to have the advantage. No, he loses it. He gets the advantage again going into the turn. There we go. Lee Hamby is falling back. Now he's going to drop back a little bit. He's going to fall in behind the 32, trying to see if he can maintain a line. We've got 5 laps to go. Onto the backstretch, going down the back straightaway, trying to take a look in Lee Hamby's machine. He's taking up, take a look from this roof cam. He's right there trying to follow around this 32 machine. Meanwhile, right behind him, he has Brent Seegers in that 72 machine. He is trying to see what he can get done. But out in front, we have Stephen Burnett. Stephen Burnett is driving away from the 47. He wants to put down as much distance as he possibly can. Looks like Alex Keir and the 24 and Ernest King possibly have crashed. They're still going, but it looks like the yellow flag is going to come out. We're still showing green, although it's showing, I'm not quite sure what's going on. On one screen it says yellow, and the other screen, there it is, the yellow flag is out. Okay, so let's go back, take a look at Ernest King's crash, see what happened to him. There's Ernest King. He's in back of the 88 and the 24. Looks like the 88 and the 24 might have got into it. I'm not quite sure. There's the 89. I guess it's the 89, not the 88. The 89 of Matthew Ebert coming around the corner. He's up there close to the wall, not quite touching it. He came down and it looked like net code because he got awfully close to the 24, but didn't look like he hit him. Whoa! He got underneath the 24, put him up on his side. Then we have the other 24. We have Ernest King in the HendricksCar.com. I'll tell you what, you get the 24 Exalta and the HendricksCar.com 24, both Hendricks cars, if you're watching NASCAR, both getting into it. Wow. All right, so we're going to go back out to live action. Let's go back up, take a look at our leaders. See if I can get this back up to live right now. Sorry, folks. Just got to try to get my camera angle just the right way. We have a little bit of a glitch in our system here tonight. Not quite sure what's going on with that. Not quite sure what's happening with our system here tonight, folks. Let me see if I can do a quick little reset here. Try to get this reset. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a little bit of a difficulty here with our system for some reason. Not quite sure what's going on with it, but we definitely have an issue with our system. Trying to get it back up online. Bear with me, folks, because I can't get back to live. We're going to have to do some drastic stuff here. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. I'm going to try to do something that I shouldn't be doing. Trying to bring this thing back online once again. Get this thing back where it's supposed to be. We're not getting... We've got a jam in our system. Wow. We've got a glitch in our system. I apologize. These guys are racing in the heat race, but I've got no control over this. Bear with me, folks. I will be right back as soon as I try to get this worked out. So, stand by, folks. We'll try to get this thing nailed down and get back to the start of the full race. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're getting ready for the main race. I apologize for that. We had a little technical difficulty. We got this thing underway once again. I apologize. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but we will see if we can maintain the race here now. Okay, so up front we have 25 Tyler Smith along with Stephen Burnett. They're going to lead this thing down the track here. Tyler Smith is the pole sitter. Then we have Dylan Morante, Lee Hamby, Isaac Hendricks, Ben Seegers, Gabriel Garcia, Dakota Collins, Elliot Jacobson, Matthew Ebert, Dennis Lane, Ernest King, Jamie Pugh, Alex Kears in the pits right now. He's trying to get back out there. Then we have Yeti. But right now, Jamie Pugh is out in front. No, I apologize. No, we have Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is out in front. He's trying to get the dirt off his tires. Away we go. I'm not quite sure what's happening here, and I apologize. Like I say, hopefully we got everything all nailed down. We got it all fixed. We got everything all done. We rebooted everything. So we're going to try and hope for the best. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Smith is out in front. The green flag drops. The 32 is on the outside. He wants to see if he gets something doing. The 47, Lee Hamby, he's right there as well as Dylan Morante. They're all up front here trying to see if they can get something happening. Well, I'll tell you what, they are running along here 2 by 2 by 2. They are really crowding each other. Oh, Gabriel Garcia got loose back there. He's all right. It looks like he's okay. Lap 2 out of 100. We got a long way to go. The 25 is a little loose coming around the corner. We got a lot of guys really got their foot into it, trying to hang on to the lead or trying to get up past the guy in front of them. Everyone is slipping and sliding on this track here tonight. The 32 jumps out in front though, Stephen Burnett. The 25 is right there in second. Dylan Morante third. Lee Hamby in fourth. Then we have Isaac Hendricks in the fifth position. But I'll tell you what, right now, these guys are doing whatever they possibly can to get the speed they need to get to the front of the track and get up into the front of the leader if they possibly can. I'll tell you what, I'm getting confused. I got so much stuff going on. I'm looking at all the different angles, crossing my fingers. Hopefully we don't have another system problem. I have no idea. I've never seen that stuttering before. I'll have to check my settings later on. I'm not quite sure. They did an update with iRacing today, and I don't know if that might be part of my problem or not, but it's really messing with my camera angles, and when my camera angles mess up, that messes everything else up. All right, here we go. Alex Keir's back out on the track. It looks like that's Alex Keir going around the track quite slowly. We'll go back, take a look. There he is there in the 88. It's showing him as the 88 right now. I'm going to try to refresh my trading paints. When I reloaded, possibly my trading paints did not get loaded up properly as well. So it looks like he's driving the 88 machine. Just going to try and get this back up again. I apologize. All the cars are going to turn white just for a moment while I get these guys fixed up. Meanwhile, Stephen Burnett, he's out in front of this thing, leading the way. Everyone's getting spaced out, which is not a bad thing because we don't want them to get too close and start crashing and running into each other. Although it does add a lot of excitement, I'm sure the drivers do not want that at this moment in time. Oh, we got a caution out saying about that. Dennis Lane has crashed. We're going to go back, take a look at Dennis Lane. We're just going to back him up for a minute, see if I can just do that. I don't want to click my accident button because that's what happened last time and we had the problem. Well, let's see what happened to Dennis Lane. Following along with him, he's coming around the turn. He got a little bit loose coming around the turn. A lot loose, I guess you might say. There's the 29. He's spinning around in a circle. He's going to come down into the apron area, trying to get it back under control. There he goes, and then he gets it back on track, and he gets a little bit sideways in front of everybody else, gets it back underway. Meanwhile, whoa, the 32 came around the corner, almost nailed him. Man, that was close. All right, let's see if I can get back to the live finish. Here we go. We're back up to live once again. Going back up, Stephen Burnett. He is going to lead them around. Every time I go back and look at an accident now, I'm really afraid that we're going to jam it all up like we did a few moments ago. And I do not want to get into rebooting the system. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. That should not have happened. I do not have a problem as a rule. This is a first for me here tonight. Man, I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, neither here nor there. Stephen Burnett is leading this thing. Tyler Smith is in second. Dylan Morante in third. Lee Hamby in fourth. Isaac Hendricks in fifth. Brent Seegers in sixth. Elliot Jacobson seventh. Matthew Ebert in eighth. Gabriel Garcia in ninth. Ernest King in 10th. Dakota Collins in 11th. Jamie Pugh in 12th. Dennis Lane is down a lap in 13th. Alex Keir is in 14th, and Yeti is in 15th in the 73 machine. And actually, he's out of the race at this moment in time. So, it's all Burnett up front. The lights are off on the pace car. We're going around turns 2 and 3. The pace car is pulling off. Here we go. We're going to go down onto the straightaway. Here we go. We're racing once again, boys. It is the 32, Stephen Burnett, the 25, Tyler Smith. He's on the outside, going to see if he can get something done. Stephen Burnett is going to pull away. Meanwhile, you have Dylan Morante and Lee Hamby. They are back there side by side. They're trying to get something done if they possibly can. Taking a look back a little bit, give you a better angle of everybody on the track. They're all looking fairly good right now, going into the turns pretty tightly, though. They're all going back in. The 89 got a little loose back there. Gabriel Garcia got a little loose. It looks like they got it back under control. They're back all sitting good once again. Meanwhile, up front, Tyler Smith is falling behind the Stephen Burnett machine. But I'll tell you, look at Lee Hamby. He is trying to see if he can get up behind that 36 machine of Dylan Morante. He is right there. Meanwhile, right behind him, he's got the 81, the 72, the 89. We've got a lot of guys coming up behind him at this moment in time, but he is trying to get up to the back end of Dylan Morante. Dylan Morante is going around the turn. He's getting a little bit loose going around these turns. You can see the cars are sliding out just a little bit. So he's got to try to keep it under control as best as he can. Everyone else looks like they're fairly separated. There's Gabriel Garcia back behind the 89. He's going to see if he can get up by him. But right now, everyone is sitting there minding their P's and Q's. They're all falling into line with Stephen Burnett driving away from everybody out in front leading this race. Here we go. We're going to see if we can bring up static racing here. I'll tell you what we're going to do here. We're going to crank it up some. What do you think? Here we go. I'll shut up for a minute and let's crank it up. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the caution came out. Dakota Collins has crashed. Let's try this. Let's go back, see what happened to Dakota Collins. Go back and look at him in the 11 machine. Going to ride along with his car. He's driving that Mountain Dew Code Red. Coming around the turn. Looks like he just got a single car spin, got a little loose. Oh, and he collected. Well, he didn't collect him for long. It was basically a single car spin. He got tagged, but then he got back out onto the track. He's sitting pretty good. All right, let's see if we can go back to live. Here we go. Okay, we got the camera angles working properly once again. Whew, I'm glad of that. I should be able to cycle between a wreck and go back to live action without any problem. And that's what happened earlier. I could not get back to live action. So here we are. We're going to get this thing underway once again here in a moment. Once they get it all recycled, rehashed, get everyone all lined back up to where they're supposed to be, 2 by 2. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing here with so many cars on the track, but we're going to have to wait and see. how these guys are going to work out. Well, we got some action going on farther back in the track. What the heck happened here? Well, let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. I'm not quite sure. These guys are coming around the corner under caution, trying to see what happened. Somebody, there's the 05, he came up and around to get into position, and then it looked like the 89 just stopped in the middle of the track. I'm not quite sure what happened there. What the heck happened? Man, oh man, I'll tell you what, Matthew Ebert, it looked like he just stopped for no particular reason. We're going to back this thing up again. I want to take a closer look at that, folks. We're going to follow along. He's coming down. There's the 05. He's going to come up and get into position. Then all of a sudden, the 89 just stopped. What happened there? Not quite sure. Okay, folks, we're going to go back up to live because we're going to get this thing back recycled. We're going to get this thing underway once again. Stephen Burnett is up at the front of this thing. Man, a lot of antics going on out here at Nashville Fairgrounds tonight. All right, they're still going around. Okay, we're going to take a quick look. Let's take a look at race info. We haven't done that yet. I usually do it the first of the race, but with all the things going on, I didn't get it up. We are at Nashville Fairgrounds with the REVLINE Late Model Series. 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour winds. The track is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so the track is a little warm, could be a little slippery, but I'll tell you, man, you got 15 cars out here. Well, actually, you got 14 cars because I believe Yeti is off the track. But you got 14 cars out here trying to get it done on this very short track. Again, taking a look, this track is only 0.57 miles long. It's not even a half a mile. It's a quarter mile down the straightaways, basically. So here we go. We've got Stephen Burnett and we have Tyler Smith out in front. They're side by side, door to door. Stephen Burnett's going to get a big jump off the line. Here we go, going into the corner. Tyler Smith is on the outside. He's going to drop it back down onto the low side, trying to tuck in behind the 32. Now he's going to take the inside line, going to try to take the inside line. Couldn't quite get it done. Stephen Burnett pulled ahead of him. There we go. We are out there. We got the top 4 guys out there that's been out there for a while. Stephen Burnett, Tyler Smith, Dylan Morante, Lee Hamby. These guys are all out there. We're only 17 laps out of 100. So this could be a long evening, it could be a short evening. We're going to have to wait and see how these guys are going to race each other to see whether we're going to have a short night or a really, really long night here. Lap 18 out of 100, we are counting them down one at a time. Meanwhile, Stephen Burnett's out front. He's trying to get it done. We'll go back, take a look a little bit farther back in the pack. We've got the 72 and the 24. 72 and Ernest King. They were side by side. Oh, we got some action going on back farther. Looks like Matthew Ebert. No, it was Alex Keir. Alex Keir had crashed. Well, let's go back, take a look, see what happened to Alex Keir. There he is in the, well, he's 17 on your ticker, but he's now driving the 88 Mountain Dew machine. Let's take a look, see what happened to him. He's riding along beside the 13 and the 0 of Gabriel Garcia. Coming around the turn, looks like he just got loose. Single car spin, got loose by himself up against the wall. That was all it took. He put himself back into the garage. All right, let's go back up to live. Live action going back out live. Here we go. That's working. Whew, I am glad my camera angles are finally behaving themselves and working the way they're supposed to. Man, Stephen Burnett, Tyler Smith, they are out in front trying to get it done. These guys all farther back are causing all kinds of grief for these leaders. These leaders just want to get it done. They want to get up there and race. Meanwhile, in the back, we got a lot of guys that are really loose. Single car spins, their tires are a little slippery, they're losing traction. Right now, Elliot Jacobson, he's just coming out of the pit lane. Dennis Lane, speaking of which, he's just coming in to the pits. Dakota Collins, he's coming into the pits in that 11 machine. Meanwhile, Stephen Burnett, he is still out there in the lead, running around this track. Now, a couple things to make note. they only have one set of tires in the pit. So if they need tires, they only get a chance of one stop to get tires because they only have one set in the pits. They only have one fast repair. If they really damage their car, they can go in and get the magical fast repair. They drive in and drive right back out again. After they use the fast repair, then they're going to have their mechanics and their body men beating and banging on their cars, trying to get them back in drivable condition to get them back out on the track as fast as possible. Now we have one chance at a green-white checker. If they're wrecking with 1 or 2 laps to go, we only have one chance at the green-white checker. That's all you're going to get. We have no lucky dogs apparently in this race as well. So if you go down a lap, you're going to have to fight your way back. You are not going to get a lucky dog. However, there are some wave arounds available. So if everyone pits in front of you and you are right behind the pace car, a lap down, you will possibly get a wave around. That's up to date as far as I know it right now. Okay, so here we go. We've got the pace car. Pace car is going to pull off. We have Stephen Burnett, Tyler Smith. They're going to try to get it done one more time. Here we go. Cross the line. Barney's got the flag waving. We're racing. We are side by side racing once again. There we go. The two guys are side by each. The 25 has got a little bit more run on the outside there. He's going to see if he can get his nose out there, but the nose of the 32, Stephen Burnett, he gets it tucked in the corner. He's getting it done. But on the straightaway, that 25 has got the power. He's going to try to pull away. What we're going to end up with, side-by-side racing at the front of this race. There we go. He's got the 25, though. 25 got him on that one. There's the 32 of Stephen Burnett dropping into second place. We are lap 22 out of 100. We're going to try to get some laps in. Let's see how many laps we get in this time. I'll tell you what, these guys are really, really racing hard. Gabriel Garcia, we're going to go back, take a look at him. He's right there with the 81 right on his back door, breathing down his neck. Farther back, we got Dakota Collins. Oh, we got a car. Got Gabriel Garcia. We just looked at Gabriel. Gabriel Garcia has crashed. Let's take a look what happened to Gabriel Garcia. Man, coming down around the turn. He came around in turns 3 and 4. Something tells me before I even see it, I bet you he got loose all by himself. Because it seems like everybody's getting loose on turn 4. Coming onto that front straightaway. And yes, you can see him. He is sliding sideways right there. Yes, single car spin. Look at that. Right into the wall. Oh, man, that didn't feel good. Oh, man, Gabriel Garcia straight into the wall after getting a little loose coming off of turn 4. He puts the back end into the wall. Man, oh man. All right, so we're going to try to get back at, let's see if we can get back at the live action. Ha-ha, there we go, live action working. I'm happy camper. Tyler Smith out in front of Stephen Burnett. We're going to go back to side-by-side racing, I bet you. These guys are doing a heck of a job on their restarts. They're really battling it out between the two of these guys out front. Meanwhile, Dylan Morante and Lee Hamby, they are back there just kind of watching the show. I'll tell you what, let's see. When we do the restart, maybe when we go around, we're going to jump up onto the roof of Dylan Morante's car. We're going to follow these guys out in front. We're going to watch the race from Dylan's point of view, as it were. We're going to watch from the rooftop camera. We still got a couple laps to go. The pace car still has its lights on. But we are going to be racing here momentarily once we get everything lined up. They're looking out the back window of Dylan Morante's car. You can see the 47, Lee Hamby right there. You see the 72, Brent Seegers. Man, I'll tell you, all these guys are back here. They've been doing a good job lately, but it's, again, single car spins. People are spinning out. They just don't have the traction that they thought they were going to have. All right, back up onto the roof cam. The lights are off on the pace car. So we're going to go around one more time. Bring back up our track map. I lost our track map and I lost our driver There we go, the information there we have. Now you notice up in the right-hand corner, you will see the track map. Follow your favorite driver by his number on the car. Down in the lower left-hand corner, that's the car that I'm looking at, riding along with. So we're going to ride along with Dylan Morante. We're going to watch these two guys do the restart. Bernie's waving the flag. Looks like Tyler Smith has got a good run, but there is Stephen Burnett on the inside. We're just following along. We're getting a good view. There's Lee Hampy. Lee Hampy's jumping up in front of Dylan Morante. They are going side by side, the two of them as well. Man, I'll tell you what, we got some racing going on back here. There's a 72 Brent Seegers. He's looking on the inside of Dylan Morante. He wants to see if he can get something done on that turn. Not going to quite make it happen. Meanwhile, out in front, Stephen Burnett has jumped back out in the front, but Lee Hampy is fighting back in that 47. Lee Hampy's jumping back out to the front. What the heck? It looked like Tyler Smith went off the track. Not quite sure what happened to him. Lap 26. Tyler Smith is still right there, but we have a caution out. Looks like Elliot Jacobson has crashed. Not quite sure why my ticker is showing Tyler Smith farther back than what he is. Well, let's see what happened to Elliot Jacobson. Going to follow along with his car. There he is in the 13. Let's follow along with him, see what happened to him. He's riding along in the back. Single car spin, possibly? Oh, no, it's a 24. Ernest King. Let's go back to that one. Right along here. Ernest King got a little bit loose coming around the turn. He's getting sideways coming around the turn. Then we have the Twisted T 05, nowhere to go, right into the side quarter panel. Then the 89 got up inside, underneath the car. He fetched up. The 11 got underneath him. Into the wall he goes. Man, that's quite the lick. The 24 of King's machine, he's backing down into the infield. I'll tell you, there's a lot of action going on out there right now. These guys are having a lot of trouble. Again, single car spins. What is going on? These guys are really having trouble keeping control of their cars, because one car spins, it doesn't take long for other cars to become involved in the mess. Now, Lee Hampy, Dylan Morante, they are out in front. But it's still showing Tyler Smith way at the back, but he's not. He's in second place. I'm not quite sure what happened to my ticker. We got some little gremlins running around here tonight, let me tell you. Trying to get a couple things, just checking a couple settings here. There we go. See if I can get this reset, but it's showing Tyler Smith in my ticker board. Farther down, Lee Hampy in the 47 is not in first place. Morante's not in second place. Not quite sure what's going on with our ticker. See if I can get something reset. I'm just going to try to do something here. Bear with me, folks. Gonna try to do a reset. There we go. All right, we're back out to racing once again. We have the 32 and the 25. They're racing side by side. We got our ticker back lined up again. We got it fixed. I'll tell you what, we got some goofy stuff going on with iRacing and my SDK program here this evening. But out in front, 25 and the 32, they are going at it. Lap 28 out of 100. They are doing a really good job. They're trying to get away from each other, but Stephen Burnett is the one that's going to make it happen. The 25 is going to drop in behind. Meanwhile, Lee Hampy and Dylan Morante, they are in second place. They're going side by side. They're trying to see who's going to pull away into third position. They are fighting really hard. Man, they're sliding out sideways. They are just got their foot into it. They are doing everything they possibly can to get by the other driver. There it is. It looks like Dylan Morant is going to pull ahead of Lee Hampy. He's going to get him on the straightaway. Yes, he is. He's going to pull into third place. Man alive, I'll tell you what, these guys are racing like it's the last lap of the race. Man, they're going. All right, go back a little bit further. Let's take a look. Isaac Hendricks, he's back here in the 81 machine, trying to see what he can do to get by that 72. Brent Seegers taking a look, not able to do anything with it. Dennis Lane, he's back a little bit farther. He's in the 29. He wants to see if he can get up by Gabriel Garcia. He's sliding out in the turns, trying to keep his foot into it. Back a little bit further, Elliot Jacobson, he's in the 13. He's definitely did a little bit of trouble. He's got to pull down in the pit lane here now. Going to come into the pits. Meanwhile, Stephen Burnett, he is out in front, driving away right now, making it look easy. Man, I'll tell you, these guys are really, really doing a good job for what they're doing. You get a lot of guys bouncing off the wall, looking out from the flag stand. Here they come, coming around the turn. They're all looking really good. Here comes the 13. He's coming back out onto the track. He's got to be careful, though. He's got all these faster cars coming up beside him. He's going to have to stay low, stay out of the way of all these here guys that are way faster than he is coming onto the track. Now we're going to follow along to 13. He is Elliot Jacobson. We're going to take a look, see where he is. He's getting back up to speed, but the faster cars are going around him. Well, now we have Dakota Collins. What happened to Dakota Collins? Out there in the 11 machine. Let's see if I can get a better camera angle on it. He's coming down the back straightaway. He's going through turns 3 and 4. Turn 4 again, taking another victim. I'll tell you what, nobody is having any fun with turn 4 here tonight. Turn 4 is definitely a problem for these drivers. All right, let's go back up to Stephen Burnett. He is back behind the pace car. We're going to see if we can get this thing back underway once again. Right there, Tyler Smith, he's in second place. Dylan Morante's in third. Lee Hamby in fourth. Brent Seegers in fifth place. Then we have Isaac Hendricks, Gabriel Garcia, Dennis Lane, Jamie Pugh, and Ernest King rounding out your top 10. Man, I'll tell you what, this is just some crazy, crazy racing here tonight. It is just, I'm not sure what you're going to call it. I got to step away from the mic just for a second, folks. I'll be right back. There we go, folks. We're back. Once again, we're just still waiting to get this thing back up and running. The lights are still on the pace car as we go around the track. We're going to go down and take a look and see where everyone else is riding right now. We're just looking to see where Gabriel Garcia is. He's back there in 7th position. He's trying to say where he can get up to the front. But he's riding along mid-pack at this moment in time, basically trying to stay to the front side of the pack, not drift back to the further back end of the pack if he possibly can. But I'll tell you, it's a hard go right now, especially trying to keep your car on the track in a straight line on that turn 4. Okay, back up to Stephen Burnett. He's going to get this thing happening once again. Well, let's go back up onto the roof cam, take a look. Going through turns 3 and 4, the pace car is going to pull off in front of him. We're going to come around the corner. We're going to take a look. Brandy's got the flag in the air. There we go. Right now, Tyler Smith has jumped out on the outside right from the get-go in the restart. He is trying to make something happen on this outside line, trying to get it going if he possibly can. The 32 is fighting back on the inside line. There they are, door to door. 36 and the 47, they're door to door as well. So is the 72 and the 81. Everyone is door to door at this restart. But I'll tell you, We have got some action up front. Look out below. The 89 just came back out, and he's going to mix it up. He's going to have a lot of guys coming up around him really fast. He's trying to stay out of the way, trying to stay on the low side. That actually allowed a little bit of an advantage, I think, possibly to Stephen Burnett to pull ahead of Tyler Smith. When they first seen that slower machine come back out onto the track in front of them, kind of gave them a little bit of worrisome there. So when they were looking at him, one of them let off the fuel just a little bit, and the other one took advantage of it. Lap 39 out of 100. Man, I'll tell you, we are only about a third of the way through this race. Man, it's turning into be a long race. I get the feeling it's going to be a long old night as turn 4 eats up more and more cars, because that's going to be the place to watch for. Everybody's going to have trouble at this turn 4 exit. Now, as soon as I say that, you watch. Somebody's going to have trouble there. And turn on it. As soon as I said that, the 72, Brent Segers. Brent Segers went around. 29, oh, the 11, the 24, the 81. Wow. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, as soon as I say it, Brent Segers came around the turn and got sideways. Single car spin. Coming around the turn, turn 4. There he goes. Gabriel Garcia flipped. Gabriel Garcia flipped over. Wow, we got to take a look at that right along. Take a look at Gabriel Garcia. Man, that was a ride. Let's take a look. We're going to jump onto the roll bar, Gabriel Garcia's car. Let's do this in quarter time. There's a 72. He's sliding out in front of him. Gabriel Garcia cut hard to go up around him. Didn't quite make it. He spun sideways. There we go. Waving at the audience up there in the grandstands. Blacked out his camera when he landed on his roof. And he's going to go black out his camera again a second time. Third time on his roof. Man, a fourth time. Didn't go on the roof that time. He just flipped. And a fifth time. Wow, Gabriel. I'll tell you what. You are one dizzy camper right now. Let's go. Man. Oh, man, that is a heck of a ride for Gabriel Garcia. We're going to back this up. We're going to do this one more time. Let's just see what happened to Gabriel Garcia. Let's do it in quarter speed. Again, the 72, single car spin. Gabriel Garcia locked it up. He tried to get up out of the way, tried to pull it up. He overcompensated, got hit. Man, he got nailed. There's one. There's two. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. There's 8. There's 9. There's 10. And then he lands back on his wheel. He flipped 10 times, ladies and gentlemen. He flipped that car, and then he put it in the gear, and he's trying to drive away. Good on you, Gabriel. Never say never. Looks like your tires are flat in the front, but hey, you're still driving after you flipped that thing 10 times. Good on you. Drive that thing away. All right, let's go back up to live racing once again. The pace car is off. We're going to go back up to racing. Man, Gabriel Garcia's in the pits. But anyway, here we go. The 32, the 25. We're going to go back at it. Here we go. Racing again. Man, oh man. Lap 42 out of 100. We are going for it right and now. The 32 is on the inside. The 25 is on the outside. 36 Dylan Morante. He's there fighting with the 47 of Lee Hamby. Man, I'll tell you, up in front, though, it is Stephen Burnett. He's going to pull away from that 25 machine. He's going to get the run. And so is Dylan Morante in front of Lee Hamby. So there we go. We're back in the single file racing for the most part. We've got Ernest King. Ernest King back there, though. He is on the outside. He's back in the single file racing. He is running the high line, though. He's got the 05 on the inside of him. He's got, well, the 05 got spun. The 05 spinning around. There we go. The 05 is in trouble. Jamie Pugh. I thought that was 05. I'm going to have to go back and take a look. Yellow flag came out. Have to take a look. I thought that was the 05, but I'm not 100% sure. We're not seeing an incident, so we're going to have to back it up manually. I'll back and take a look. Yes, it was. It was a 05. Going to follow along at quarter speed. 05 has the 89 coming up behind him. A little bit faster than the 05 was going. Got into the back end of him, gave him a tap. That was enough to spin him around in a circle in front of the 89. Sideways, going down the track. The 13's locking it up, trying to avoid the 05, doing as best he can. The 81's locking it up, going low. Everyone's locking it up. They all did a good job to get back out onto the track. Nobody flipping, nobody hitting the inside wall or the outside wall. They all seem to be pretty good. All right, let's go back up to live racing once again. Go back up with your leader, Stephen Burnett. Again, still driving around this thing. Let's take a look and see what we have for information. Race recap, lap 47 out of 100. Stephen Burnett is your leader. We've had 8 cautions for 32 laps with 9 lead changes. Wow. I can't get over Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia is in the pits. He's still smoking. Man, that car is still smoking. He's all banged up. Doesn't look good at all. Not good at all for Gabriel Garcia. I'm surprised he did not use a fast repair. Maybe he used it earlier in the race. I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go. We're going to go back up with the leader, Stephen Burnett. Going to drive away and see if he can maintain the lead as we approach the halfway mark. Now the lights are off on the pace car. The 25 is going to pull up beside the 32. They're going to get ready to go at it again, the 47 and the 36. These 4 guys have been up at the front of this race the entire race long. But I'll tell you, they're all putting on a show. But as it is, all the action is happening behind them. Pace car's off. Here we go. We're going to go racing one more time. Brandon's got the flag in the air. Stephen Burnett got his foot into it. Tyler Smith got his foot into it. Side by side, going into turn 1 and 2. Here we go. Making it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Down the backstretch we come. Going into turn 3. Turns 3 and 4. Coming around the corner. Turn 4 exit. Nobody's going to lose. No, everybody looks good. Turn 4 exit. They all look good. Head and take a look. You never know. Looks like Tyler Smith is blinking all of a sudden. He looks like he's got it straightened out. He's not blinking anymore, but he was blinking quite badly there for a moment. He's okay now. Again, side by side, the 2 of these guys are leading the way, trying to maintain position if they can. The 25 is going to sneak out in front, but the 32 is going to get it back as he goes through the corner. Give and take all the way up at the front. Meanwhile, back, Ernest King. How's Ernest King? He's back there by himself in that 24 HendricksCar.com. Then we have the 29, Dennis Lane, right behind him. He's trying to see what he can do. Taking a look from his roof cam. He's looking at the back end of that 24 machine. He wants to see if he can get up by him going into turn 1. Meanwhile, right behind him, he has Isaac Hendricks coming up behind him. Oh, we got a spin back there. We got a spin back there. I'll tell you what, we have got the 05 again. I believe it was the 05 once again. We're going to have to back it up. I'm not having my indicator come out saying that there was a crash, but I'll tell you, it looks like the 89, the 05, got into it. Take a closer look coming around the turn. The 05's got a little bit loose coming around the turn. The 89 got a little bit loose. Both of them are sliding out a little bit coming off the turn. The 89 straightens out before the 05 does. That is putting the 05 down closer to the 89. He caught the quarter panel of the 05, spinning him around sideways. I'll tell you what, the McDonald's, I'm loving it. Car number 13, he's staying back, locked up the brakes. These guys straightened themselves out and carried on down the track. The caution came out, but it really didn't have to because these guys were self-correcting. They got it back under control. Here we go, back up with the live action. Tyler Smith, though, is out in front of this thing now. He has got the position away from Stephen Burnett when the caution flag flew. So that puts him as the leader. Stephen Burnett is going to now have to take the outside line, or is he going to take the inside line? It all depends on Tyler Smith, where Tyler Smith wants to start this race. The leader does have lane preference wherever he wants to start the race. It looks right now that he wants to start the race on the inside line. We'll know better when we come back around, the lights go off of the pace car. That'll be the time to set up, get in line for the race. We'll know where Tyler Smith in that 25 machine wants to be. Looks like he's going to take that inside line. 32 on the outside. Dylan Morante, he's going to be right behind the 25 on the inside. The 47 to Lee Hamby's going to be on the outside, right behind Stephen Burnett. All right, guys, here we go. Let's get ready to rock and roll one more time around. Got a good angle of these guys coming around turn 3 and 4. The pace car is going to pull off this time by. We're coming up on the green flag. Bernie's got it waving in the air. These guys get their foot in the gas, and away they go. They are racing once again. Stephen Burnett's got a good run off the top line, but it is Tyler Smith on the low side in the turn. Oh, Steve Burnett got into the wall. Lee Hamby got in behind him. Gave him a little bit of a push. Wow. Lee Hamby is now on the inside of Stephen Burnett. Stephen Burnett lost a couple of positions there. Not quite sure what happened there, but somehow Lee Hamby got in the back end of Stephen Burnett. Tagged him back in, got him up into the wall. That allowed Tyler Smith to drive away. Dylan Morante, though, is right there trying to see if he can get up into that second place position and turn it into a first place position. Man, oh man, that was something. That was one of the close contact race incidents that we've seen here tonight. Most of our incidents have been slide outs in turn 4, but that was a definite incident between a couple of the drivers. Once again, no slide out involved, I don't think. It's just somebody missed the shift, missed a gear. I'm not quite sure what happened to Stephen Burnett, but he is back up there now. He is back up in third place, good and solid, looking at the back end of Dylan Morante. He wants to see if he can sneak by him, get back up, and start fighting with the 25 machine once again. Meanwhile, right behind him, you can see Lee Hamby. He's fallen back a little bit, but he is back there. He'll be coming up directly, I am sure. Meanwhile, up in front, these three guys are just racing their hearts out. Let's take a look back a little bit. Isaac Hendricks, he is right there racing against the 24 of Ernest King. Ernest King on the outside, going to be able to take him, no problem at all. The 81 drops back a little bit. Then you have the 13, Elliot Jacobson, he's back there. He's down a lap or two. Have to double check how many laps exactly he is down. But right now, he is back there just riding along with these guys. Everybody else is looking pretty good. There is the 29 of Dennis Lane. He's out there trying to hang. Oh, Ernest King! Ernest King slid sideways. He got taken by, oh, and the 05 get in the back of him. Wow. Okay, Ernest King has crashed. Let's take a quick look at this. Coming around the turn. Wow. Here we go. Ernest King, single car spin. Turn 4, I'm telling you, turn 4 does not like these Goodyear tires, or the Goodyear tires does not like turn 4 here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. But look at him. He's got a slide going on already, coming around the turn. He's trying to hold it down. He's got a slight slide going. There he goes. Now, as soon as he comes off and starts giving a little bit of throttle to it to get on the straightaway, that's all it takes. As soon as he puts his foot into it, around he goes, and he's going to run straight into the inside wall. Boom! Man, that was a heck of a lick. He's right there. The number 5's coming up behind him. Number 5 looks like he locked it up, got a little sideways on the turn, got underneath him. Man, lifted him right up off the ground. That gave Ernest King a heck of a little lift when he was not expecting it after that hard lick onto the wall. All right, let's go back up to live racing once again. It looks like Dennis Lane has jumped into the lead because, let's see, what happened? Stephen Burnett and all these guys have dropped back. It looks like they pulled into the pits. Steve Burnett was into the pits. Dylan Morante was into the pits as well. Dennis Lane, I believe he's out in front because he did not pit. I didn't think that they pitted. But yeah, Steve Burnett, Dylan Morante, Tyler Smith, Lee Hamby, they all went into pit lane. Brent Seegers was in the pits. Jamie Pugh. Yeah, a lot of guys went into pit lane. So that cycled through, allowing Dennis Lane in the 29 to jump out in front. The 81 Isaac Hendricks in second place. Tyler Smith is in the third place in the 25. Stephen Burnett is in fourth place in the 32. Dylan Morante for the fifth place, and Brent Seegers for sixth. Wow. Alrighty then. Taking a quick look, pit strategy. Let's take a quick look. Hendricks has only got about 15 laps on his car. Lane has got 18 laps. Burnett, Smith, Seegers, Morante, Hamby, they all just came in. Pugh just was in. Jacobson was just in. And King was just in. King is actually just coming back out. He's back out onto the track now, so he's sitting okay. Here we go. The pace car is off. We're going to have a new bunch of leaders. Dennis Lane, Isaac Hendricks. Here we go. We're racing the 29 against the 81. Who's going to take it home? Meanwhile, the 25 is right there, slipping in the second place on the inside line. He wants to get it done. He wants to get back up to the front of this thing. Don't forget Stephen Burnett. He's in the 32. He's hungry. He wants to get back up there as well. He's right there in fourth place. But he is seriously looking to see if he can keep the 29 on the high side, get by the 29, and work his way into third place and keep climbing that ladder to the first place position. There's the 72, Brent Seegers. He's right there in that green machine, right behind the 32. So we've got a lot of action up front. The 29, unfortunately, that Mobil 1 car, he is stuck on the high side, and he is not doing very well on that high line. There he is. He's tucking back down into the low line now, so he would be able to cycle through and do a pretty good job now that he's back into the low side, following Dylan Morante in that 36 Mountain Dew machine. Meanwhile, Isaac Hendricks in the 81, he is driving away. He's got Tyler Smith on his back door. Tyler Smith is looking, trying to see if he can figure out what advantage do I need to take in order to get by this 81 of Isaac Hendricks. He's following him really close, going through the turn, watching to see if he's going to get a little bit loose. He wants to see if he can take advantage of any slip-up that the 81 makes. We're on lap 63 out of 100. I'll tell you, he's just looking for any kind of problem that 81 machine is going to have. But between the two of them, they are driving away because Stephen Burnett now is a little over a second behind Tyler Smith. He needs to get something going. But he has Brent Seegers. Brent Seegers is about 0.8 of a second behind Stephen Burnett. So these guys are all trying to catch up to Isaac Hendricks. Man, I'll tell you what, that 25 machine, Tyler Smith, he's doing outside. He's starting to slide, going around the turns. He is really putting his foot into it, trying to do everything he possibly can to get the speed up to get by this 81 machine. Man, we're racing. We're doing a heck of a job trying to get lap 66 out of 100 That's leaving 34 laps to go. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a heck of a run. We'll see if this 81 can maintain the lead, because right now Stephen Burnett, he is 1.6 seconds, 1.7 seconds behind the leaders and falling fast. Brent Seegers is 2.56 seconds behind the leaders in fourth place in that green and blue number 72. Man, and it looks like Dylan Morante in the 36, it looks like he's kind of stuck behind the 72. He wants to go, but he can't seem to find the right line to get around that 72 machine. So he's trying to see what he can do. The 29, meanwhile, he's back there behind Lee Hamby. Lee Hamby is back there in the 6th position. He was up in the front of this thing, top 4, top 5 on a regular basis for the past number of laps. He is now back in 6th position and dropping like a rock, actually. Whoa! We got a flip! We got an accident! Wow, that was a 72. Brent Seegers has crashed. Let's go back up and take a look and see what happened to Brent Seegers. Man, oh man, he is right there racing along Dylan Morante. Let's follow them through quarter speed. Coming around the turn, Dylan Morante's on the outside. You want to see what he can do with it. They're both got a little bit of a slide going. The 72 is going to jump out. Looks like he's going to slide into the front end of the 36, possibly. Not quite sure. He's definitely drifting up in front of the 36. That's all it took. Got him down. There we go. We're flipping. Man, we got another late model on its roof. He only flipped once. He didn't do 10 times like Gabriel Garcia. I think Gabriel Garcia is going to have the record here for a little while. But right now, that one flip on that 72 of Brent Seegers, that's all it took. That is definitely doing some damage to that car of his. Let's go back out live. Isaac Hendricks in the 81 still out in front. But Brent Seegers, man, I'll tell you, looks like he went in, got a fast repair, because that car looks brand spanking new. So he got that magical fast repair. He did not have his mechanics and body men working on that car. He just went in, pressed the magic button, new car, back out onto the racetrack he goes. So he's got a brand new car ready to rock and roll once again. Again, he's down, he's in the back of the car, back of the drivers right now. But he is, what is he? He is one lap down, I believe. Yes, he's one lap down, Brent Seegers. So he's going to have to find a way to get back up one lap, back onto the lead lap of this thing. Man, I'll tell you what. This is an exciting racing going on here. REVLINE late models. I'll tell you what, if you're tough enough to drive with these guys, more power to you. You got to get up here and race with these guys. Man, oh man, oh man. I'll tell you, we got some really good drivers in here, but the cars definitely at this track anyway, they are definitely being a handful to be able to get around this track. They are absolutely a handful to drive. Okay, there is the pace car pulling off. We got the 81, Isaac Hendricks, Tyler Smith on the outside. We're going to see what happens. I think Tyler Smith is going to get a good run, but there's the 81. He's got a good run. There's Lee Hamby right there pushing the 25, trying to get that outside line going. There's the 25. He's got the run going on to the front straightaway, but Isaac Hendricks, he is fighting back on the turn. Also, there's Steve Burnett, he's right there in third place, and Lee Hamby in fourth. So we got the top drivers all night long that have been contending up at the front of this race. They are still up there. There is Tyler Smith, though. He's going to take the lead away from Isaac Hendricks. Isaac Hendricks drops into second position. That leaves Stephen Burnett in the third place. Stephen Burnett, we're going to ride along with him. He's going to take a look at the back end. We're going to ride along with him for a minute from his roof cam. See what he's going to do to try to get by that 81. That 81's really sliding out. Whoa, Stephen Burnett lost a little bit of momentum. He got a little bit crooked. He gets a little slideways coming off of that turn 4. Again, whoa, they're bouncing off the wall up in front of them. Meanwhile, right behind Stephen Burnett, we've got Lee Hamby and a whole handful. There's Lee Hamby getting a little loose coming off of turn 4. Everybody's got their foot into it. Lap 74, 26 laps to go. Meanwhile, taking a look, he is up there trying to see how he's going to get by Isaac Hendricks and possibly Tyler Smith to get back up to the front of this thing. But the caution has come out. Dennis Lane has crashed. Let's go back, take a look, see what happened to Dennis Lane. Dennis Lane is in the 29. Going to ride along with him. He's in that Mobile 1, I do believe. Yes, that Mobile 1 car. Right behind the 47, Lee Hamby. Oh, don't tell me. They're going into turn 4, aren't they? Going into turn 4, he's getting right down behind the 47. There's the 36 of Dylan Morante right behind him. He's getting a little bit loose. When the 29 got a little bit loose, he let off the gas just a little bit. The 36 was right there. When he got loose, he slid down his nose down into the 36. That was all it took. The 36 caught him and spun him around. Man, oh man. At least he kept it off the wall. He just went for a little bit of a spin. A little bit of body damage from being hit, but I don't think it's anything severe, so he should be okay. All right, let's go back up with live action once again. Tyler Smith up at the front of this race. Man, Isaac Hendricks in second, but Stephen Burnett is right there in third place, as well as Lee Hamby in fourth place. So we're going to have to watch, see how these guys are going to manage getting up to the front and contending with Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith has had a fast car here all night long. He's been doing a good job, even when he got down. Excuse me, folks. When he got down a few positions, he was able to get back up onto the lead and pass the 81 and take back the first place position. All right, so the lights are still on the pace car. We're going to come down the front straightaway. The light should be going off. That'll give us one more lap to go. The lights are off. One more lap. Going around. We're on lap 78 out of 100. 12 cautions for 49 laps with 14 lead changes. Man, I'll tell you what. We've got some excitement here tonight. A lot of action, without a doubt. The 25, he is in the lead. He's going to take the outside line. He thinks he's a little bit faster on the outside. I don't know, that 81 was pretty quick on the inside. We'll have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Now, the 81 does have the 32 of Stephen Burnett right behind him. But I'll tell you, no, Stephen Burnett, he got flipped. Stephen Burnett went over. Wow. Let's go back, take a look, and see what happened on the restart. They're coming around. It looks like the 32 got tapped from behind. I'm not 100% sure. I wish I had a few better camera angles. I apologize, folks. We only have what we have. Not one of my regular races. Unfortunately for the late model cars, I do not have the same camera angles as I do as for the cup cars or the trucks. But I'll tell you, man, oh man, go up to the chopper. It looks like he came up a little bit, got into the 72. And there's the 72, went down, got into the 05. The 29's involved in it. Man, these guys are all over the place. Oh, that is so frustrating for these drivers. I bet you they're just pulling their hair out, trying to figure out what do I gotta do to stay away from these other guys and get through this race. Now, Dennis Lane's in the pits, Jamie Pugh's in the pits, Dylan Morante's in the pits, Stephen Burnett's in the pits, Dakota Collins and Gabriel Garcia, they're still in the pits. Now, Dennis Lane's coming out. Now, Stephen Burnett, he's just coming in. So is Dylan Morante. He's coming in as well. We're going to take a look. They're not going to take tires. They might take a little splash of gas. Try to get a little bit of repairs done. The leader's on the back straightaway. They've got a little bit of time. Back up, take a look. Lights are still on the pace car, so they've got to get off pit lane though before the pace car comes down and passes pit lane exit, because then they will get trapped on pit lane. Looks like they might get trapped on pit lane. Yes, they are. They're going to go down a lap. Both of these guys are going to go down one lap. Unfortunately, there's the 36. There's the 05. But Stephen Burnett is still sitting in his pit box trying to get some repairs done. Wow. Tyler Smith, meanwhile, he's up in front of this thing. Let's see how this is all going to play out. I'm surprised that Stephen Burnett is still in the pits. He didn't use his fast repair. Possibly he used his fast repair earlier. I'm not sure. But the pace car is off. Tyler Smith is going to get this thing going once again. He's got the 81 Isaac Hendricks on the inside. Here we go. The green flag waves. We're racing once again. Man, oh man, here we go. We got the 81 trying to hold that bottom line, but we got the Tyler Smith machine, the 25 on the outside, trying to make it happen. Here we go, back into the turn. The 81 does have the advantage going into the turns, but the 25 does carry a lot of speed on the straightaway. You can see him just picking up the pace as we go by. There we go, he's cutting down a little bit closer down into the inside, trying to get down and make the turn a little bit tighter so that way he gets a little bit of the advantage of being on the inside. He's not able to do it. The 81 is holding him off. I'll tell you what, 23 laps to go. I think the 25 might be able to get him, but he might not. The 81 is really performing really well right here now. He is doing a really good job. Lee Hamby in third place. He's back there. I'll tell you what, the 25, he's going sideways. He's doing whatever he can to get up the speed to get past this 81 machine. He is definitely fallen back into second place. He's a solid second right now, but he's got to see, what can I possibly do to get by this 81? Let's jump up on his roof cam. You take a look, the 81's getting awfully close to the wall, sliding around the corner. Meanwhile, that 25, he's right back there, taking a look, see what he can see. Let's jump right into the cockpit with him here for a moment. Trying to get around the corner. You see him wheeling that car, trying to hang on to it, getting on the straightaway. 20 laps to go, and he just looks like he's got a lifetime to go trying to catch up, because that 81 looks like he's pulling away from Tyler Smith in the 25 right now. I'll tell you, we got something going on. Then we got Lee Hamby in the third position. He's got Dennis Lane right on his back door, the 29. He's pushing him hard, looking on the inside. He's going to try to grab him on the inside. There he goes. Whoa, they're close right there. Man, the 29 backed off just a little bit to let the 47 have it, because that could have been bad. They could have wiped each other out in that turn. There's Dylan Morante. He's back there fighting in fifth position. He wants to get back up into this thing as well. Man, I'll tell you, we got some racing going on here with 18 laps to go. They're all single file. No one's really side by side. We got a lot of cars in pit lane or out of the race, unfortunately. But these guys that are still racing, man, they are racing hard. They are definitely seeing what they can possibly do. The 13 of Jacobson, he's 2 laps down. Burnett is out of the race now, that 32 machine, unfortunately. There's the 29 looking at the inside of Lee Hamby. He's going to pass the 47 machine, going to try to fight for it. He is right there. There's Dylan Morante. He's taking a look. Let's jump up on Dylan Morante, get a good look at these guys right there in front of him. They are right there. Wow. I'll tell you, they are racing some smoking hard right there now. The two of these guys, the three of them actually, going hard at it for the third, fourth, and fifth positions. Man alive. Meanwhile, up in front, Tyler Smith, he's still looking at the back door of that 81 machine. Isaac Hendricks. Isaac is holding him off. I don't know how. He's just wheeling that car as best as he possibly can. Both of these guys are all over the track trying to see who or where they can get by. Where's the advantage? They're both looking to see, if I go up and block him here, will he get by me? Will he try to pass me on the inside? Then when you look at Tyler Smith, he's saying, well, if I can stick my nose down here, I might be able to get underneath him, and then I might be able to get on the high side. We just don't know. These guys are just fighting really hard. Meanwhile, Lee Hamby, he's got a handful. The 29 has dropped back. Dylan Morante has taken over 4th spot. Dylan is on the move. He's trying to get up past the 47 for that 3rd place position. He wants to get it done. He is seriously looking back there. We got 11 laps to go. Dylan Morante seriously looking, seeing if he can get some way possible to get by this 47. Look, he's tucking her way down deep into the corner, trying to get a run. He couldn't quite get it done. He's going to ride up high, get the momentum going down the back straight away. There he is. He's looking hard on the inside again. The 47 is really going high through the turn. There we go. 37's down. This is the treacherous turn 4. They all got to hang on to their car. They're all letting it ride out to the outside wall, doing a good job maintaining control. But there we go. There we go. We have, man, we got the right front right next to the 47. They're side by each. They're racing for it. They're going for it. Here we go. The Dylan Morante machine just got by the 47, but we had a caution come out. What happened? Who brought out the caution? I am not sure. Who brought out that caution? Looks like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the 05. James Pugh? I'm not really sure. It's not coming up on my ticker, so I'm not sure. Let's follow the 5 back a little bit. Let's see what happened. See if we can see anything happening to him. Nothing happened. Oh, right in front of him. Let's take a look. That looks like the 29 machine of Dennis Lane. Let's back Dennis up. Let's see what happened to Dennis. Again, it did not come up on my ticker. Here's Dennis. He's coming around the corner. Oh, single car spin, and then he blacked out. Then he hit the wall. There he is. He's getting it back under control. That was turn 2. He spin out, single car spin at turn 2. That's a first. Usually it's turn 4 all night long. Meanwhile, back up at the front, this is not what Isaac Hendricks wanted to see. He was driving away from the 25. He was doing a real good job holding his line, maintaining the lead. Now he's got to race side by side with the 25 once again with 6 laps to go. What's he going to do? Is he going to be able to hold off Tyler Smith or not? That is the big question right here now. So we're going to have to wait and see how this is going to play out. It's going to be exciting. Don't get up. Don't go for a smoke break. Do not go out and get a drink at the canteen. Stay in your seat, folks. This is going to be a wild, wild finish. I just get that feeling in my bones. The 81's going to be on the inside. 25 going to take the outside. I do believe the 25's been liking the outside line. Oh, the 81's going to take the outside line. He knows that that 25 is pretty quick on that outside. So let's see if this is going to play to the advantage of the 81, or did he just give the race to the 25 machine? It's hard to say. Here we go. The pace car is going off. 25 is tucking in behind the 81. Oh, they're going to do a single file restart. They're doing a single file restart this time by. And here we go. We got a race. The 25 is right up underneath the 81, giving them a big push and shove down the front straightaway. Here we go. We're out here racing once again. We got the ticker. It just jumped back up. We got an extra couple of laps. We're up to 8 laps to go. I don't know why it said it was 6 laps to go earlier. We got 7 laps to go coming across the stripe. Here we go. The 25 pushing the 81. The 81's right there. We're going to jump in with Tyler Smith. I'll tell you, I want to see what he's going to think He's looking really hard, trying to see what kind of advantage he can possibly take on him, if at all. Meanwhile, back there, Lee Hamby and Dylan Morante, they are fighting for a position, but it is all Tyler Smith. He's on the back end of Isaac Hendricks. He wants to see if he can get up there, try to figure out how he's going to get by him. Here we go, going across the stripe, 5 laps to go. Man, I'll tell you, we got some racing going on here, boys. There's Dylan Morante. He is back there wanting to see if he can get by that 47 of Lee Hamby. He wants a podium finish. He wants to get up in that 3rd place. He's taking a hard look on the inside of that 47. The 47 is getting a little loose. But up front, it is Tyler Smith. He is still trying to figure out how he's going to buy this 81 with 4 laps to go. Man, I'll tell you, these 2 guys in the front, 2 guys in the 3rd and 4th position. Oh, we got another caution. Brent Seegers has crashed. Brought out another caution. Oh my goodness. What is going to happen here now? Brent Seegers, his car looks messed up to begin with. Here we go. He's coming down the track. He's all by himself. Probably a single car spin. Yes, exactly. That's what has happened. Single car spin into the inside wall. All by himself. Get it back out onto the track. He is perfectly fine, but that was enough to bring out the caution. So here we go. What are we going to do? 81 against the 25. The 47 against the 36. Don't forget the 05, Jamie Pugh. He's up there in 5th place in the 72. Brent Seegers, he's up there in the 6th place position. He may have something before the end of this race. But we only got a couple of laps to go, so what are we going to do? I have no idea, folks. I have no idea. I think that 25 has got his work cut out for him. The 81 is proving to be a really fast car up at the front of this track. So, I don't know, I'm going to get into a bump and run situation. I don't know if we're going to get into some good clean racing, if we're going to get a little nasty. We got to watch and see. Is it going to be single file restart, or is it going to be side-by-side restart? All these things will come into play. Actually, my ticker's saying it's final lap. So I'm not quite sure. The race may end. I don't know why. I don't think that the caution laps are counting, but my ticker just came up and said it was final lap, so I am not quite sure. Gonna have to keep an eye out, see what happens. The lights just went off on the pace car. We're still racing, going around the track. We're still going around the track, even though it says final lap. Do not pay attention to that. Again, my iRacing, they did an update here this afternoon, and there's just something not quite right with iRacing. I'm sure they'll have it fixed tomorrow morning, but for tonight's race, it's really messing with my system because it's saying it's the final lap, but here's the pace car pulling off. So let's see what happens. As far as I'm concerned, we're still racing, folks. Don't go anywhere because that 25 is definitely going to try to pull something. Here we go. We're back to racing. He got a little bump and run on that 81. There's a 25 pulling up on the outside. He's going to try to go for it. They are racing side by side, door to door. Here we go. They're going down the back straightaway. It says 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go for the 81 and the 25. The 25 trying to get a run. 25 is going to jump out in front of the 81. There's Dylan Morante. He's right there looking as well. He's going to try to get something going. The 81, I'll tell you, he got a bump and run off that restart. The 25 did whatever he had to do to get up to the front of this thing. There's Dylan Morante. He wants to see if he can get something going. He wants to get up in that 2nd place position at the very least. Final lap, going around the corner. It's going to be checker or wrecker this time by. They are going for it, ladies and gentlemen. There's Dylan Morante. He's trying to get it done. That looks like that 81's going to hold him off, though. Man, there we go. 25, Tyler Smith, Isaac Hendricks, Dylan Morante, Lee Hamby, Jamie Pugh, Brent Seegers, Elliot Jacobson, Dennis Lane, Stephen Burnett, Ernest King. Top 10. Man, oh man, these guys are just Crazy. Extreme outsides and Dennis ran out of talent. This is Dennis, by the way. Well, I'll tell you what. You know yourself. I'll tell you, they did a good job. These guys out front, man, this was just awesome. We're going to take a look. Here we go. That 25 machine, he's going to burn it down. I'm just going to take a couple notes here, folks. Bear with me. There we go. Tyler Smith for the win. Isaac Hendricks for second. Then we had Dylan Morante for third. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's go down and see if we can grab onto a few of these guys. Let's see if we can grab onto Dylan Morante. Where are you, Dylan? There you are, right there. Hey, Dylan, it's right up here in the booth. You got a copy, bud?
I do.
I'll tell you what, man. That was some hard racing out there tonight.
Yeah, that was definitely some short track racing if I've ever seen any.
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't know where you were going. You were really pushing that the last few laps. Walk us through those last few laps that you were doing, man. You looked like you were trying to get up there and make something happen.
Yeah, I was trying my best. We got caught out early because I did accidentally end up dumping Steven on one of the restarts, so I had to take a EOL penalty for it. So we had to crawl our way back towards the front after that, which unfortunately we kind of lost a chance to fight for the lead after that. Because towards the end there, Isaac was he made his car a little too wide, and I couldn't get around him, so props to him on that. But I'm happy with a P3, and we managed to finish it from the lead, which was big on points. So we hold the lead going into next week.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you, it was exciting to watch. There was a lot of action, a lot of cautions, unfortunately, but that adds to good broadcasting. I know the drivers hate it, but I'll tell you, there was a lot for me to broadcast here tonight. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it was definitely just a little bit of a caution fest, but again, it's something we just gotta clean up throughout these weeks and figure out why they're happening.
Well, it is short track racing after all, so it is what it is, without a doubt. We're going to New Smyrna, though, next week. What do you think about going there?
I've never ran it, and that's gonna be the story for half these tracks for me, because I really don't do too much short track racing, especially with these cars. A lot of these tracks are brand new to me, so we'll have to put the laps in and see what happens.
That's all you can do. Do some laps and see how you make out at the end of the race. All right, my friend, you got anything to say to any of your sponsors or friends back home before I put you back down?
Yeah, shout out to you for showing up each and every week and putting on a show for everyone to watch and enjoy our chaos on the short track. Shout out to Gabe and Casey for running the league every week, and shout out to all the new guys that joined the night and raced with us. I know there was a little bit of a caution fest, but still a lot of good racing, especially up front with a lot of the quick guys, especially Tyler Smith. He was quick tonight. And Lee and Steven, as always, they were fast. So a lot of good racing. There's definitely shows of good racing. We just gotta clean up the cautions, and we could have some more fun.
Right on. Well, I'll tell you, it was a lot of fun watching it. We look forward to seeing you next week at New Smyrna.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. That was Dylan Morante. He was your third place driver. Now I'm going to see if I can grab onto, let's see, I'm looking for, not quite sure who that is. Oh, that's JP. I'm going to bounce back. Bear with me here, folks. I'm going to go to, I believe, Jamie Pugh. He was your fifth place driver. Jamie, you got a copy?
How's it going?
I'll tell you what, I just was bouncing through here, looking at the different drivers, see you in the thing there. So we're going to bounce back to you, talk to you for a minute. Fifth place finish. How was your race?
Eventful. I'm pretty sure I've got used up and bounced off of everything but the tech barn.
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of action on the track here tonight, without a doubt, a lot of cautions. Did you get caught up in a lot of bad things, or were you okay for most of the race?
Oh, I was deliberately wrecked a few times. I got caught up in somebody else's wrecks. I mean, it's just, yeah, it was eventful. the pit box is completely destroyed with tools everywhere all over at the pit cart right now.
I betcha. I'll tell you what, watching the race from a broadcaster point of view, a lot of cars were losing it, especially on turn 4. That, single car spins was just absolutely crazy. Those Goodyear tires did not like turn 4 here at Nashville Fairgrounds.
No, they did not. I mean, you had to be real ginger on the throttle. One slightest little slip of the tire, and then, the car was just going. It was super, super loose. It was real hard to drive, but that's just name of the game sometimes, right?
That's right. That's all it is. All right, man, we're going to let you go for now. We've got other guys to talk to. Congratulations on your top 5 finish, though, and we will see you next week at New Smyrna.
Awesome. Thank you.
All righty. Well, that was Jamie Pugh. He brought home 5th place. We're going to grab on to Lee Hamby now. He finished 4th. Hey, Lee, you got a copy? Start up here in the booth. Hey, Lee, have you got a copy, bud? I see you trying to talk, but I'm not hearing anything. No, I'm not getting anything from you at all, unfortunately. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put you back down. You see if you can get that fixed. I'm going to jump into the 2nd place driver. All right, we're going to go up with Isaac Hendricks. Hey, Isaac, it's Art up here in the booth. You get a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what, 2nd place, not too shabby. But I'll tell you, you were out front and you were holding off Tyler Smith for the longest time. That was a hard run and a really good racing on your part to hold him off because he had a fast car all night long.
Yeah, so my plan was always to try and pit with at least 25 to go because I knew most guys would pit halfway. So I was thinking, pit with 25 to go and have a 25, lap tire advantage. But on that restart, when me and the 29 stayed out, I noticed that my tires actually weren't that awful. And so I just kind of made my bed and was like, if I can hold these guys off, I could probably, get a decent finish or win. So definitely interesting strategy to go 100 laps on the same set of tires, but I think it worked out in our favor.
Well, it definitely worked out in your favor for sure, because I'll tell you, you look really strong there at the end of this race. I'll tell you, but Tyler Smith there on that restart there, he gave you a little bit of a nudge, and away he went flying by you, and that was it for you. But I'll tell you, you did real good staying up there.
Yeah, I think the Celsius Ram or Celsius Dodge is really good today, and yeah, I don't really have any complaints with the car or anything.
Right on. So we're going to New Smyrna Raceway next week. What do you think about going to New Smyrna?
I haven't done any practice yet. I've been there in other cars, not a ton. So I think practice will be very important next week.
Practice always makes perfect. Well, so they say. I don't know if I'm a fan of that either, but anyway, do what you got to do, my friend. Do what you got to do. All right, so we'll let you go for now. Have you got anything to say to your sponsors or friends back home, though, before I do put you away?
Yeah, I just want to thank REVLINE putting this on and you for broadcasting it, and just shout out to my family at home, and had the Celsius Ram car going good today. Thank you.
Right on. All right. That was Isaac Hendricks. He was your second place driver. Now we're going to grab on to Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is right there. Hey, Tyler, you got a copy, bud? It's right up here in the booth.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, man, that was a hard-fought race for you here tonight. That 25 machine was awfully fast, though. Walk us through those last few laps, because that 81 machine was really giving you some trouble.
Yeah, he was racing me pretty hard, but he was also keeping it clean, so I didn't have no complaints. On that last, when we pit around lap 50 or so, I only took 2, and it seemed like everyone else around me took 4. And it just made the car a lot more stable. So I felt like if I was able to get to the top of him, once we single filed out, I figured once I got to the top of him, I could kind of roll off the top. It was a lot more stable coming off the corner. So, yeah, it was good. When I took them 2 tires, it made the car a whole lot faster.
Well, I'll tell you, you could see it as you were trying to catch up to that 81, and it worked out in your favor overall because again, you finished the race in first place. It was a heck of a run. We are going to New Smyrna next week. What do you think about going to New Smyrna?
I like it. I like New Smyrna. I'm pretty decent there, so I look forward to next week.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of drivers that aren't used to the track, so they're going to have to practice. If you've already been there, you could be the car to beat without a doubt. Now, real quick question though, what do you think about turn 4? Because there was a lot of single car spins here tonight. That was the majority of the cautions actually was single car spins at turn 4. Did you find anything? A little bit in turn 2, but mostly in turn 4. Did you find it really loose coming off of turn 4?
Yeah, turn 4 was definitely loose, especially if you were up top and out of the groove a little bit. You definitely had to feather the loud pedal on that one because it was real slick up there.
It really looked at, I'll tell you, from my vantage point up in the booth, I tell you, a lot of guys were really having a lot of problems with that turn 4. All right, my friend, have you got anything to say to friends or sponsors back home before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Scotty for sitting there, spotting me the whole race, and throwing a good wrap on my car and making it look pretty.
Right on. All right, my friend, we'll see you next week at New Smyrna then. Have a good week.
Yes, sir.
All righty. We're going to see if we can get back to Lee Hamby. Hey, Lee, you got a copy now? Did you got microphone taken care of? Or?
Yeah, I got you.
There you go. All right, walk us through your race here tonight. How did you make out? I'll tell you, you were up front for the longest time, and then you got shuffled back a little bit, but you did manage to pull off 4th place finish. Walk us through those last few laps.
Man, I believe I could have ran with the top 2, but somehow I was short on fuel, so I had to shoot down pit road to grab some fuel.
Ah, that's what happened. Okay, I was wondering there. I know your car was really fast. You were doing really well. And again, you were staying in top 5 pretty much the entire race all night long. Definitely staying away from all the trouble. Talking to different guys, because there was a lot of single car spins in turn 4. Did you find any trouble in turn 4, coming off turn 4, as far as getting loose?
Yeah, I got loose a few times there. But I was saving a little bit for the end, and I just hated it that I was short on fuel.
Okay, yeah. Fuel definitely came into play for a couple drivers, I do believe. So it was definitely a problem. But again, next week we're heading into New Smyrna. What do you think about going over there?
Now, that track I don't have a lot of laps at. I have a few laps there, but I don't have a lot, so we'll see.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, you get anything for your friends or sponsors back home before I let you go?
I want to thank y'all. I want to thank the league, and I want to thank my wife and kids, and I want to thank J&D Trucking and Talk Time Hemp, and that should wrap it up.
Right on, my friend. All right, we'll see you next week at New Smyrna, and maybe be back up on the podium.
Hopefully so, man.
All righty. You have a good week, my friend.
You too.
That was Lee Hamby. He brought home a 4th place here tonight. I'll tell you what, that's walking through all the guys. We're going to go and take a quick look here now. Let's take a look and see what we ended up with. Tyler Smith, 24 laps led. He was your winner here tonight. Isaac Hendricks, he was in 2nd place in that 81 machine. Dylan Morante, he was in 3rd place overall. We were at the Nashville Fairground Speedway. We ran 100 laps. We had 16 lead changes with 6 different drivers. We had 15 cautions, 61 total laps for caution. Again, a lot of them were single car spins off of that turn 4. It was terrible tonight. Jamie Pugh was the hard charger. He came up 8th positions. The most lap leds, Isaac Hendricks. He led 31 laps overall. The fastest lap was Tyler Smith, 18.640. And the pole position was also held by Tyler Smith in that 25 machine. He led the pole to start, and he ended the race on the winning lap. he was your winner tonight here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. All right, folks, that's it for me. Before I go, I apologize for the first of the race. I had to jump out of that second heat race in order to reset my system. I think it had something to do with the iRacing update that they did this afternoon. I just reloaded it here tonight about 7 o'clock, and it may or may not have been the problem. Again, I'd never had a problem like that before, so that's what I'm assuming it was. But it seemed to work its way out, and we were good to go for the 100-lap feature, which I am very happy about. So I hope you enjoyed the racing tonight, and we will see you next week at New Smyrna.